Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold anything, golden. I follow only golden, 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 golden things. Golden, I follow only golden, golden, golden things. Come on, soft, turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see
Hello.
the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun.
Right, Saber really wants my attention today, so this could go very badly. I'm not even joking. Hi everyone, how's it going? If you're here, say hi. Saber for the last few days has decided that I have to be staring at him. Now, some of you will understand. Some of you may think you understand, but some of you have no idea. He's right here. He's such a blob of a cat. This is Sibs. And he wants my attention so bad. Like, not even a little bit of attention. He wants every single little bit of attention. This is the fellow. Yes. Saber, you're a very good boy. He's Uncle Sibs. He's the wisest of the cats. He's also pretty clever. Oh, Mike in the dark. Mike is only in the dark because the balance of the lighting is quite bright. I will drop it down. There you go. Mike is a bit less dark now. It's just a camera exposure thing. Thank you for the quality assurance there. Elmin Light, how's it going? Everyone good? You're well? You're happy? I thought it'd be fun to do a little bit of GeoGuessr because I fired it up earlier and I nearly got 5,000, which is like if anyone knows, GeoGuessr is like the #1 score. And it just inspired me to maybe do a stream where we can have a little play. Is the computer working again? Barely. I have one port, but one port's all I need because I can go from that one port into a switch. Does cats good to GeoGuessr? Yeah, it depends. I mean, dreamy guesser, possibly. We have... We'll do a quick game of Who's the Cat? Okay, which one's this? Answers on the postcard. It's Cat Guesser. Hydra. Stop swearing. Hydra. Pippa. You're close. Is it 1 and 3? Tosca, no. It's ferret. The wild one. She will boop you now. You have all been blessed. By the magical... Ashley, you're going to find out in a second. it's the ferret. Freehandly made. Niece, how are you doing? You've got office kitties. You have office kitties? Oh, nice. You have all been blessed by the ferret. Who is remarkably well behaved. So I don't usually get to pick her up like that. Just so you know, I can't even recall the last time when I picked her up and did a little dance with her. It's not what ferret does. On the other hand, it's like I see a little camera dance then. Look, it's reminding people to hydrate. You must remember to hydrate. She'll be angry with you. I don't know what she's looking at, by the way. What are you looking at? Does anyone else ever do that? If you've got cats, you look behind their head. You use their ears as like kitty cat sights in order to like figure out what they're looking at. Okay, she sounds like an abused cat, but she's not. She's never had a bad day in her life. This is Hydra baby. The reason she's howling is because Anna Ferret's here. She's reminding everybody to hydrate. She's also really moody. The boys sound just like her. Amazing. I have no tea currently, but I do have. And I do have some. I do have some not pepper. How do you control pitch? If any of you have seen Christmas live streams, I played. Tea will be had soon, but I played. I cat yodeling. There's some Christmas carols, but cat yodel versions. Eventually, there may be enough for an album, so let's see how we do. Controlling pitch is difficult, but it can be done. So, not pepper. It's not an octopepper. I need sugar and caffeine. This is the easiest way to do it because I don't put sugar in my tea. Rightio then. I've just been filming a video. You'll find out what it is. I require T-Ferry services. Yes, so do I. T-Ferry's broken. She's at work. Too late in the afternoon for tea for me. Oh, gosh, no. Get decaf tea. Right. Here we go. I'll drop the music. Right, let me see if my screen share works. Let's see. I think it's going to be good, yeah? We'll find out. There it is. Now, I don't know how to use GeoGuessr. Actually, I've played one little round of it ever in my life. I happen to live as an Isle of Man map, if that makes sense. So we can possibly do the Isle of Man map before things go badly. We can do an Isle of Man map. Okay. Do you know what? That is a pretty house. I quite like that. Okay. Oh, we only have 2 minutes. There's only 2 minutes. It's for sale. If we all club together, we can buy this. Okay. Oh, that's quite nice as well. All right. It's a country with Dodge Rams, so it's the US, right? Okay, that was nearly my Dr. Pepper. Thanks, Ferret. Okay. All right, we can move around. This is good. We can move around. We can move around. Do our points go down the longer we spend? If this is like an American suburb, this is going to go on forever. Like, we're never going to get to the end of it before the time limit's up. It's in the US, and it's quite arid, yeah? Minnesota license? Let's have a look. The license plates are going to be grayed out, aren't they? Yeah, see? No good. It says USA on the back. That's got a USA sticker. So that gives us a little clue. Or Toyota there. What's that flag? A blue flag. Okay. I'm going to call that flag ironic and not a real flag. Okay. So I don't know. Speed bump ahead. Oh, look. American flag. Speed bump ahead. Okay. What does this look like, everyone? It's North America somewhere. It's somewhere in the United States. Where are we going? Where are we going? We only have 20 seconds. I'm going to pick. I'm going to go... I have no idea. I have no idea, guys. I'm going to go Oklahoma. Ready? Ready? It was Kansas. Hey, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I mean, I was like kind of a couple of states away, but it's all right. It's all right. It's not bad. 300 miles. Okay. Do you know what this looks like? This actually looks like England. Cakes, coffee, and tea. They have tea. Bar. Get yourself over here. They have tea. Okay. Java Junction. Coffee, tea, hot chocolate, hot and cold snacks. Well, that's England, isn't it? Yeah, 30 speed limit. This is definitely England somewhere, but whereabouts? 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 I need the points. Wallace and Son Limited. That doesn't give us anything. Oh, they have pet supplies. Boop. Cavendish House. Right. Nothing there. They do MOTs. We are definitely in the UK. England, Inverness. Right, license plates are going to tell us nothing. If we go along here, we might get a road junction in the next few seconds. That's how we're going to win this one. We need the points. Okay, exactly. We need to get to the road. Ah, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cambridge. A603. So it's going to be about... A603. Sorry, I can't see my own screen. Sorry, I can't zoom in on my screen, so I'm going to zoom on my head. It's over here somewhere. A603. One of these little things says A603. Hang on, I can make it bigger. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. That's better. A603. There's no A603. Oh, bugger. I'm just going to have to say Cambridge. Okay. 3 miles away. 3 miles away. 3 miles away. 3 miles away. Look at that. That's excellent. Okay. Well done, everyone. Okay. They are driving on the right-hand side of the road. Or are they? don't know, do you know what? I kind of... Okay, license plate's not giving anything. License plate's not giving anything. Where are we? Could this be Ireland, everyone? Because like it looks like the UK, but it looks like rural England, but it's not. Do these license plates give us anything? Do they know? Nothing. These are European cars anyway. These are the sort of cars you'd find in rural England. So, oh, what's that? Oops, sorry everyone. CZ. Czech. It's Czechoslovakia. It's Czech. But whereabouts in Czech? Oh, this is going to test my knowledge here. This is the country. It's in here somewhere. Do we know where? You reckon Slovakia? We've only got 30 seconds. Slovakia. You reckon? I reckon it's Czech. I reckon it's Czech. You reckon someone? Right. Are we going to go on the border? Let's go here. Boom. Just because of time. It was... I still don't know. Oh, it was Czechoslovakia, but it was up here. Okay, it was up there. On the border with Poland. 59 miles, though. 59 miles. That's not bad. Okay, we have palm trees, like proper palm trees. Nice palm trees. Oh, what's that? Check out that little onion there. All right, what's the back of the bus say? It says that. Doesn't help. This is definitely tropical, though. I mean, that's quite a nice little compound, isn't it? I like that. Very pretty. Can't read it. Come on, Google. Get high resolution cameras, please. What does that say? Indani. Medan Indani. Yeah, that's not helpful. I think this one's going to be a wash, folks. You reckon Malaysia? If it's Malaysia, I'll eat my hat. It could be, to be honest. It could easily be Malaysia. I don't know. I've never been to Malaysia. Ivory Coast, it could be. It could be Ivory Coast. Okay, 30 seconds. It's somewhere, right? India, South Portugal. Pass. I have no idea. I'm at a loss. These cars are kind of old and strange. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Malaysia, but I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, not bad. Brunei. Check that out. Indonesia. It's just 1.2 thousand miles away. Ah, YouTube ads. Seriously? Let me press pause. Hang on, give me a second. Let me see if I can disable ads. Temporarily. I'm on my iPad, so wish me luck. Yeah, I can disable ads for like 10 minutes. Which is not that helpful. Let me see. Hang on. Edit title discussion. Just give me a few seconds, please, everybody. It's worth it. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I can pause them if I remember how to every 10 minutes. Your current browser doesn't support. Okay, thank you so much, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's being user-friendly. Just give me a second. By the way, guess where we are? I need somebody to guess, because we've got 50 seconds left on this one. Okay, here's the signpost. Hang on. Let's just quickly do this one and I'll go back to this pausing the ads. Hang on. I want to read the signs. This gives me nothing. I'm going to say... I'm going to say Cape Verde. I'm going to say here. No idea. Yeah, Portugal. Damn it. I thought I was right, though. Cape Verde. Cape Verde. Portugal. Portuguese. Damn it. That should have given me some extra points. Honestly, that should have given me some extra points. The ads are now disabled. So nobody should be getting ads unless we're doing an ad break. Let me know if you see ads, please. From this point on, don't confuse me by saying you've seen ads because you happen to be watching the stream and you're like 10 minutes ago. Right. Right, the sugar is going to my head now. Oh, we have to do Sri Lanka or something. Hang on. Oh, this map is Sri Lanka. Oh, no, I can't do this. Sorry, everyone. This ain't gonna work. How do I change map? Because all I'm gonna be able to tell you is it's Sri Lanka. No. This is for like professional people. Right, leave game. Okay, yeah. I can't do the maps. Unless we do the Isle of Man map. I could do the Isle of Man map. Hang on a second. Let me find the Isle of Man map. Actually, I might make a cup of tea and then we'll do the Isle of Man map. Because I know there is one. And that could be a fun way to show you guys around. It might be a community map. Wow, there's so much going on here. I want to bookmark an Isle of Man map. Yeah, there we go. Here's an Isle of Man map. And we'll do it with no move as well. Maybe. What's NMPZ? What does that mean? Oh, no move, pan and zoom, right? Must be. Oh, and you can change the timers. Oh, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, it might be fun to play the Isle of Man one at some point. I will... There's a fun with flags one. Amazing. Amazing. I'm going to have to try some of those, actually. London will be fun. London will be fun. I'm just thinking of ones that I stand a chance of being able to do. Okay, we'll do a 2-minute break. Ads might play. Don't worry if they do. It might not, which is a bonus. It does help. It does help fund the channel. Admittedly, not very much. But then the flip side of that is it's kind of how YouTube makes its money. So YouTube's more likely to share my videos and things that people see. That is how it works. Sorry. Give me a sec, please. I have to press buttons on here. Right. Which, you know, I used to be really good at this. I'm not so good at it anymore. A UK one alone is quite a good idea. Maybe we should do a UK one. Charlie, thank you for being tea fairy today. I have to make my own tea, which is what I'm going to do right now. So we do a 2-minute tea break. It's on the hour. So 120 seconds. I'll be back here with a cup of tea because I can't just drink Dr. Pepper. I'll be like super gassy. That's not going to be helpful for live streaming. So I'll go make tea. I suggest you do the same. And I'll see you in a minute. 2 minutes to be precise. 2 minutes to be precise. That's what I meant to say.
Come on, so turn the key and cool my skin. This support is for relief. Gold, prepared, I'll follow. You don't even have to ask to. will see the whole deal through today. I'm all high five. I've got better things to do. Oh, rainbow trout, hummingbird, undone. I'll follow. Be the cat in the sun. Go there, golden. Be the cat in the sun. Gold hair, gold rings. Set aside every empty spreadsheet. Gold, loosen up. I'll follow grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone. Be the cat in the sun. Be the cat in the sun. Meets my skin. With my eyes still closed, feel it coming. Gold, I'll follow golden.
All right. Sorry about the audio there. Oops. I told you I was professional. I did. Apologies for the misophonia and the audio and all of that stuff, but you know, just proves I'm not AI, I suppose. I have my tea hydrate mug. If you're new, welcome. It's often like this on Tuesdays. Right. Screen share. And click. There we go. Right. Let's give this a shot. Just a quick little round of Isle of Man. It's the islands that I live on, so I stand a reasonable chance of being able to guess it. I reckon that's over here. Ah, I'm wrong. Okay. Right. We'll try again. Okay. This is somewhere where there's a road that wibbles around a little bit. I think I know where we are, but I'm not 100%. Hang on. Let's go down here a little bit. Okay, it's a pretty house. I have no idea where this is. I'm sorry. I'm probably miles away and gonna get this all wrong. Okay, I think I know where this is. It's over here. I'm pretty confident. I'm not 100%. I reckon it's there. Okay, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, we'll try again. Okay. It's so weird because it's like random junctions. This is down south and the hospital's near here somewhere. Proves how good my geography is, isn't it? No, I know where this is. This is really down south, actually. Hang on. It is the Isle of Man. You'd be pretty good. But you have to be a little bit better. Hang on. Right, that is right. It's right here. Okay, that's down here. That is basically there. Okay, good guess. Right. Oh, we can't guess where we've driven to. We have to guess where we were before. Okay, I know where this is. This is on the mountain road, heading towards over there. But we have to get the exact location, right? We've got to get the exact location. That's going to make this challenging. It's going to be about here-ish. There we go. That's not so bad, right? 500 yards away. Okay, next one. Oh, this is a really beautiful spot of the island, by the way. If you're ever here and you come down here, this is the Calf of Man here. So it's like the Isle of Man has its own little island, and here's another little island off the south of the Isle of Man. In this bay here, there is a massive ship. It's about this big that shipwrecked. It was carrying paper, bricks, sewing machines, and gunpowder, and it blew up in an absolute catastrophic explosion. No one was on it except for Lloyd's insurers. And yeah, it's an interesting scuba dive, but it's quite big. The boat is about that big. It's right under the water. It's about that big. Yeah, anyway, I know exactly where that is. It's right down here. It's right there. There you go. 5K, 3 yards. How's that? That's within 3 yards. Yeah, it's not the autism. It isn't. Oh, we've done it. Is that it? I think we want to do it again or do a different place now, because either man, it could be a bit boring for people. So let's go and move on somewhere else, shall we? What do I have to press to like change and go to a new game? Here we go. Leave game. Classic maps again. Famous places. Famous places sounds good. Let's do famous places. Ready? What's this place? It looks pretty daunting, to be honest. It kind of looks a little bit. I need clues. I need clues. What's going on? Let's go over here. Lina? Okay. What is that place? It's in Europe, right? Blah, blah. Is it a castle once, or a keep, or a prison? Mailman Hilpon Bussi Makta. Denmark? Finland? We still have like a couple of minutes left to kind of nail this in. Is it Finland? There you go. Slottsgarten. Sweden. Yeah, I'm interested in what that building is now. I'm genuinely intrigued. Okay, here we go. We've got some signs. Okay, Silja Line. Okay, so we are definitely signing Nordic then, aren't we? Helsinki! Right? Where are we exactly? How close can we get? How close can we get? Do we know? I'm going off of Helsinki. I don't recognise anything else. I really don't. Do we know? I'm just going to go and just stick a pin in one of these roads. Listen to Fran. Turku Castle. Okay, where is Turku Castle? Castle on a hill? You sound like Ed Sheeran. Okay, I'm going to go and say there on the here, just there-ish. Other side. It's actually, yeah, oh, Turku. Oh, right, there is a place called Turku. I'm so sorry. When you said Turku Castle, I thought the name of the castle, yeah, which probably is. I didn't realize there was a place called Turku. I only know Helsinki. What else do I know in Finland? I'm afraid I only know Helsinki and Finland. That's bad of me, isn't it? Turku Castle is the largest surviving medieval building in Finland. It was founded in the late 13th century and stands on the banks of the Ora River. It's also Finland's most visited museum. Nice. Nice. Right, okay. Wow. Okay, where this? Anyone recognize? I don't recognize it. I don't know what it is. The Museum of Books. Okay, well that's not it, obviously. That's giving me nothing. Where do we want to go? This way? We can't go that way. Okay, this way then. Russia. St. Petersburg, Moscow. It's a beautiful building. Oh, these pictures look like video game textures, like... I mean, it's kind of cool that you can kind of on foot explore, right? I do want to get a little bit further away. I don't know where this is. Are you sure? It's Ukraine. Again, no idea. I'm going to, we've got 60 seconds, so I'm just going to drop a pin in Kyiv. But I have no idea where. It's a really beautiful building. Nice. I can't read it. Where is that? That building is the Kyiv Monastery of the Caves. It's one of the most significant Eastern Orthodox monasteries in Ukraine. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site recognized for its historical and religious importance. Wow, fascinating. Anyway, got within 2 miles. It's not too bad. Thank you for the flag. Flags help. I thought that was somebody with a TV camera then. Looked like a TV camera. Recognize? Nope. No idea. No idea at all. What is this? Oh, Napoleon, right? Tiny guy, big horse. I mean, this doesn't look like London at all, so I have no idea. It could be anyone on a... I don't recognize the flag. Cuba? Corsica? New Orleans? Right, one of those buildings got bombed last week. Oh no. Plaza Saint Martin. Cordoba. Where is that? I don't know. I don't know. It's the smartest thing I can say right now. It's What's going on? What's this? Okay. I kind of want to browse some of these stalls, I'm not going to lie. Right, San Martin. Where is San Martin? Spain somewhere. Yeah, it could also be one of the Spanish islands too, right? I don't think it is a Spanish island. Just going by the size of some of these buildings. All right, it's Spain somewhere. It's big Spain. It's big Spain, so it's one of the big cities. I'm going to go Seville, but I don't know. By the coast, San Martin's an island name, right? But which one? I mean, also quite big buildings too. It's not these ones down here, Cape Verde. I'm going to go... Little ups from Seville. Reckon? Like up here, one of these cities? Maybe? Cordoba, maybe? Madrid? We can split the difference. We've only got a few seconds left. Cordoba. Splits the difference. No, Argentina. Shit. Fail. Ah! I suppose the blue and white flags kind of gave it away, but I didn't know what they were. There we go. That's where we've been. Plaza San Martin. Okay. Right. That's a pretty low number of points, but that's okay. We could do better. Right, this is a stage in an amphitheatre. It's a stage in an amphitheatre. I'm going immediately to the med, but I don't know where. Does it look Roman to you? Or Greek? Is there more information by walking out? Yes, we can warp through the wall. We can warp through the gate, everybody. We can warp straight through the gate because we are but a ghost. Hotel amphitheater. Yeah, it's an amphitheater for sure. But which one? Rue de Bastille? Really? Is it? Is it Rome? Is it Rome? There we go. We got the flag. Is it Rome? McDonald? I don't know. It's quite low res. Are we in Rome? So I'm looking at random stuff down here like graffiti. No, I was trying to look for something that would say, hey, this is Rome, but yeah, no. I think this is Rome, but I have been to Rome and I did not see any amphitheater with whoa. Okay. I reckon this is Rome. But I could be wrong because that's you know, it's not the that's not the Colosseum, but it is a Colosseum of some sort. You reckon France? Marseille? Probably close to Nimes in France. Okay, I've got to go. Just a few seconds left. There we go. The Ares Amphitheatre was built around 90 AD. It was restored in the 1820s and since 1830 is once again used as a multifunctional theatre. Wow. What a cool place. Okay, this looks like a pond. Lily pads and a fountain. Hey, this one's hard. I mean, there's so many stately homes. Admittedly, not with Pegasus on them, but like, there's so many stately homes with fountains and ponds. This is going to be difficult. Also, just for public safety, this is not acceptable. You're not saving anyone. You're not saving anyone with ropes like that. That needs to be fixed. You know who you are. Whoever did that. There's some people here. Okay, we can go by trees and stuff, maybe even. It's an arboretum. It's got different species of trees in it. This is the most useless piece of information. Maybe it's possible to sort of access up here. It's not. This is as far as we can go. Oh, hang on. Right, there you go. The Pegasus, or Pegasi. Or Pegasus's. That could be anyone, honestly, and it's not possible to read anything. Right, this is really difficult. This is a really posh garden. I think it's an arboretum of some sort because of the so many tree species. I've got nothing. I have absolutely nothing. And all we can do is walk around the arboretum. It's back of a bench. Oh. Yeah, nothing. That's just like gardens that way. It's not helpful. This is really impossible. I think this is the final boss, everyone. I'll take suggestions. Yeah, the weather is definitely temperate. And that's an arboretum of some description. You reckon island? I will put a pin in island unless I have any better suggestions. It could be British. It could be, who knows? I'm putting a pin on the Isle of Man. It's not. Oh my gosh, yes! The answer to everything is the Isle of Man. Just letting you know. It's Powers Court Estate in Enniskerry. It's a large country estate which is noted for its house and landscape gardens, today occupying 47 acres. 13th century castle, blah, 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 blah. Very interesting, but also... what the hell? Sorry, everyone. That last guess was not a guess, but it's not bad, right? Got to within 105 miles. Not bad. Not bad. Like, I think that the military grade autism is over here. Okay. That was fun. We could do United Kingdom. Sorry, United States. Turkey. All these places are beautiful. I couldn't do them if I didn't know them, though. That's the only thing. I could show you the UK. I could possibly do UK. There's a small chance of UK. The British Isles, home for 30,000 years, are known for history, rock legends, fish and chips, and plenty of rain. Let's do it. Okay. I don't know where this is. No, Tyre Depot. That's like the least descriptive place this could possibly be. Just call it a Tyre Depot. What the hell? Sorry, I'm gonna go this way. Okay, none of this is helpful. I probably shouldn't have done UK. B Cafe. O2A has nothing. I can't remember what that is. Right, give me a sign. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, this is so bad. I'm so stressed. I thought this would be a relaxing, fun little game to play, and now I'm so anxious. What's that sign say? For those that are not from or visited the UK, this could be anywhere. Okay, just, you know, this could literally be anywhere. We're going to have to drive down this road at record speed in order to find something useful, like a main road. One minute remaining. To travel down this nondescript. Okay, hang on. This looks like a public building. Cookstown. I don't know where Cookstown is. I don't know where Cookstown is. Where the hell is Cookstown? For the record, I used to be an IT contractor. I used to travel all over the UK. I used to drive a lot, and I used to travel an awful lot. This is really bad, isn't it? I've got 30 seconds. Northern View. They're selling mobile homes. Okay. Right. Somewhere around Mansfield. No, it's Northern Ireland. No wonder. Oh my god. You tricked me. You tricked me. I can't do Northern Ireland. I don't know Northern Ireland at all. Okay, that one doesn't count. No wonder I didn't know where Cookstown was. Right, we'll do better now. Excellent, asphalt. Well, that's... okay. What the hell's going on? We're going to have to do this again. I can't do this. This is probably in the West Country, but it could also be in Yorkshire. This is so bad. I know Northern Ireland's in the UK. It's just... Oh, man. Okay, hang on. What we got? Is that an MOD sign saying there's bombs or something? This is Warrington or Leamington. Okay. Pass. Somebody's been doing donuts there. Tells us nothing. Turning place. Colma and... Is this Scotland? Is this Scotland? Oh, that's so useful. That's... This is... That's so... Right. It's somewhere with very, very bad public signage. I think we're in Scotland, though. I'm pretty sure we're in Scotland. The donuts on the floor. The signs that have been scrubbed so that no one can read them. The... Alright. The sky is grey and miserable. It's not Leamington Spa. Distinct lenses, yeah, quite. Right. That puts us somewhere. There's somewhere up here. I'm just going to stick the pin here and not waste anyone's time. There you go. I got my sofa from here. It is a nice sofa. Thank you for the suggestion. 70 miles away. It's not the worst. Oh my goodness, it's done it to us again. Right, where are we? It looks like the other man, honestly. Let's keep going. Nice tractor. Right, end of the country lane. Let's go down here. Follow the telegraph pole to civilization. It is indeed farms, yes. I'm trying to get away from the farms as fast as possible. It's taken a while. That tells me this might be Wales. I'm not even joking. I'm thinking Wales. Is there civilization? Wales has civilization. Around there, outside of it, like Cardiff, and here we go. Bangor. Bangor is over here somewhere, isn't it? But then again, that doesn't mean that's where it is. I'm gonna say Bangor's Wales, isn't it? Bangor is Wales. Okay, 60 seconds left. I'm looking for a road sign. Bangor's Wales or Northern Ireland. Okay, interesting. Oh, it could be throwing Northern Ireland at us again. I don't think it is. I think this is Wales. I haven't seen any sheeps though. New build housing estate. Let's keep going. There's going to be a sign here somewhere. Dong D? Okay. There's just seconds left. Where's Bangor? No, don't do this to me. I'm just going to go there. It's done Northern Ireland again. It's done us a Northern Ireland. It's done us a Northern Ireland. No. Should have gone to the Isle of Man. Should have done the Isle of Man. Okay. All right, United Kingdom. This is hard. Like, the scores are so... Okay. Right. This could be anywhere. Please don't put me in Northern Ireland again. Oh, I should have looked at that company logo. Hang on. Oh, vehicle hire. Okay, that's not helpful. Right, we're at the roundabout. What do we got? South Staffordshire Council. South Staffs, where's that? Is that Stoke-on-Trent? I think it is. It's here-ish, isn't it? This sort of area. Let's see if we can get better and get a few extra points. Stourbridge. Stourbridge is down here a bit. I'm sure it is. I'm sure Stourbridge is down here, like way down here. Like, yeah, there's Stourbridge right there. I'm gonna say here. Amazing. There we go. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, that was just me, like, look around, walk around. So yeah, it's definitely Black Country, right? I should probably explain what I mean by that. So the UK's Black Country is so named. It's a really small area around sort of Wolverhampton, or Wolverhampton. How do you do the accent? That's shit, isn't it? That's shit. No, it's not right. That's Scouse. My name's Kaitoy and I'm from Wolverhampton. My name's Mike. And I'm from Wolverhampton. Brits, please rate the accent right there. Okay. So Wolverhampton to Walsall, kind of this sort of area here. It used to be called the Black Country because it grew at, because of all of the industry. This is where the Industrial Revolution heartland in the UK was, and there was so much mining, there's so much coal mining, and so 2 out of 10. My name's Mike. My name's Mike. Welcome to Autistic AF on YouTube. My name's Mike. Yeah, like accents change. Like if you went on a small road trip in the UK, you would every time you stopped, like if you stopped every sort of 45 minutes to an hour, you will hear people talking differently. That's kind of what's like really strange about England that I wish I could pass on to international viewers. It's just that people sound and talk differently. Welcome to Autistic AF on YouTube. But yeah, Black Country. It's just a really interesting description for this part of the world. And yeah, I can just imagine it, right? Like Industrial Revolution, you've got people mining for coal, you've got like literally smithies and that sort of stuff, just everything just going off in a really small area. It's way smaller than the Isle of Man. Like it's like a big American town. That's the entire Black Country in the UK. Like, but it was just so intense industry that literally everything was just black. What kind of accent is Mike's? Well, I used to live down here, and now I live up here, which kind of northwest. So I have a bit of both. I have a bit of southeast England almost. I think my accent, because I can't hear myself really unless I'm editing videos. So my accent is kind of like a blend of southeast England with a teaspoon of received pronunciation from all the British BBC TV that I used to watch. Back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, BBC presenters talked with received pronunciation. So if you think of YouTubers like Tom Scott, you know Tom Scott? He speaks with a similar kind of southeast, but more RP than me. So I have a bit of that RP as well. And then I have also northwest occasionally as well. So I say things slightly differently up here than I do back down here. So yeah, so I used to live down here and now I'm up here. So, and the weird thing is, because the Isle of Man has a lot of people in it from Manchester, Leeds or Yorkshire area, and also from southeast England, the accent mix up here is really interesting because you've got Scouse from Liverpool. So I want a can of Coke. I want a can of Coke. From here, you get a bit of that up here in the Isle of Man. And you also get this sort of like affectionately known as God's country. This is where Yorkshire tea comes from. Yorkshire tea. Actually, it comes from Harrogate, which is like... Harrogate's here. This is where Yorkshire tea comes from. So you get that kind of like... You get a bit of like Yorkshire here as well. There's a lot of people from Yorkshire here. We also, really strangely, if you ever visit the Isle of Man, you will hear a lot of South African accents as well. You'll hear a lot of Afrikaans, and that's really strange because companies on the Isle of Man sometimes recruit in South Africa. The line effectively being, hey, guess what? We have like basically no crime, so do you want to live somewhere that speaks your language but also has no like really low crime? And that attracts a lot of people from South Africa. So we have a large South African contingent on the Isle of Man. So you'll hear like a lot of accents from there. But yeah, it's weird. It's a strange mix. So locally, there is a large mix of accents. So I haven't kind of changed the way that I speak that much. But people that have known me for a long time say that I have, and I occasionally say a words differently. There are some northern words, some southern words, and I say a northern word instead of a southern one. But I don't really go down here anymore. Like, there's not much down here for... There's not... Sorry, everyone who lives down here and stuff, but there's nothing really... This is where I used to live, this area around here, all over here. Like, this is my stomping grounds. And it just isn't anymore, and hasn't been for a long time. And since my parents live on the Isle of Man with us now, it's like there's not really... Yeah, so all of this area here, this is like... All of this. Like, as in all of it. Pretty much. I miss all of these places. It's really weird seeing it on a map, because it's like, oh, the boys down there. I know, right? Like I do miss all of these places. Eastbourne's lovely. It's like retirement seaside village, really. Worthing as well. It's quite nice. Portsmouth's kind of pretty industrial. I used to work down here. And I've worked all over England, actually, come to think of it. Southampton. Southampton's a really nice place to live. I don't know why I'm doing this. Just let's just go with it. Let's just work. Let's just work with me on this. Poole. I don't know it that well. I've been through. Bournemouth is like you get a lot of retirees in Bournemouth. A lot of Brits that, especially if they're well off, I'd say, tend to sort of move to Bournemouth as like a retirement sort of town almost. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the West Country. This is the UK's Florida. So this is the UK's Florida. This is where people go on summer holidays a lot of the time. They come down here. Bristol. I like Bristol, but whenever I visit Bristol, I push the average age up. Because everyone in Bristol seems to be younger than me. It's a really weird experience. Bristol's average age, I think, is probably 17. Average hair color is probably blue. It's a lovely sort of like university kind of city. Well, obviously it's got issues like every other city in many respects, but like Bristol is very young. It's very kind of like, oh, flickering mouse arrow. I'm doing that because it's the only way I can show you to make the mouse arrow bigger. I'll try and flicker it a bit less for you, Juju. Yeah, this is Wales over here, coming over here. Newport, Cardiff, Swansea, and so on. Gloucester's pretty. Swindon's pretty. I met up with Quinn in Worcester. We met up in Worcester. And the pub had a cat. And Quinn neglected to tell me about the cat. I only saw the cat at the end. He should have told me about the cat. Yeah, anyway, sorry. London. You've all heard of London, right? You can literally... Yeah, you can see it from space. Yeah, Birmingham, Manchester, Sheffield. Oh, and the UK might be getting a new Prime Minister from Manchester. So that would be interesting. He wants to create a number 10, which is kind of like the UK's White House, I suppose, in the north, which is either going to go well or it's going to be two places for bureaucracy. There'll be bureaucracy in the south, and then there's going to be new bureaucracy in the north. So I don't know. It remains to be seen. But yeah, anyway, Scotland as well. Yeah, and then obviously Isle of Man, and then Northern Ireland. I've never been to Northern Ireland, so I don't know. But yeah, okay, that was fun. We should do this again. We should do it again. Worcester's very pretty. Fran, Worcester is a really pretty city. I didn't know it all that well, to be honest with you. The irony is that I know these small little towns around it better than I do Worcester. It's Stratford-upon-Avon, a really famous place. You might know of a few famous Brits from Stratford-upon-Avon. But yeah. Now do Greenland. We can try. I'm in Malvern. Nice. Beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. Shakespeare, yeah. Do you think Shakespeare had to learn Shakespeare in school? No, obviously not. I don't think there was schooling. Not with the sort of Victorian sense that we all know nowadays. We all do... Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it? We all do Victorian era schooling still. The only reason I was thinking about it recently is just because obviously the heat wave, there's been a big British and elsewhere as well, I appreciate, but in the UK, big heat wave, British Isles, big heat wave, and schools in some places have been closed, etc. But what that means then is that parents can't either work or do whatever it is that they need to do when they rely on the kids being in school, and there's big knock-on effects as well whenever schools close. So it's interesting. I think that schooling in the Victorian sense, the whole you go to school, and I say 9 till 3, 9 till 4, whatever it is, during the day, and you sit down in classes that do one class, then another class, Victorian type style schooling. I think we're probably stuck with that now. wonder how I'd feel about teenagers having to study his work. I know, right? I'm going to create a petition. I have to say, Malvern. Is it? Okay. I've been saying that wrong for a while. I remember meeting an American once. I know. I met an actual, real American. And they were a tourist, okay, and they were asking me for directions, to which I was horrified that someone would ask me for directions. And then, do you know what they asked me directions for? And do you know, it just sunk into my brain. It sunk into my brain. One of only 2 times people have asked me for directions, and it's been hilarious. They asked for directions to, and I shit you not, Luga Baruga. That really made me laugh. I'm not going to say it in American accent or whatnot, but it's they asked for directions to Luga Baruga. It took a while. It's Loughborough. Just sorry, I should have said that. It's Loughborough. Yeah. The only other one that was quite funny, and this is very, very local, but over here we have a little town. It's called, can you see it on the screen there? It's called Balaf. But some German bikers asked me for directions to Ball Laugh, which did give me a few giggles. But it's called Balaf. You pronounce the Laugh as Laff, if you will. It's like pronounced with double F, even though it's not written that way. It's not their fault. They were right. They're pronouncing it the way it should be said. But yeah, Luga Baruga is funny. It's like look. The UK has got some very silly names for some towns. Peniston is my favourite. That one is very funny. But I think it's pronounced Penistone or something. I'll show in the after party. I'll show you a picture of my son and I standing outside the Penistone police station because they have Peniston cars, and it's really funny. It's really funny. And you know something? They must get it a lot. Like, it's not unusual. People must stop there all the time. I think there's a silly names. Like, oh yes, there's a silly names map. We got silly names, but we do not have a Luga Baruga. I lived near Peniston for a while. It's just such a funny name. It's what makes it really funny. We have ruder town names in the UK. It's not like the rudest name. But what makes it really funny is the signage. The signage just says penis. It's just like, it's, if I lived there and I was like, I don't know, the mayor, I guess, the mayor of Penis Town, I would probably make the signage a bit less. The police station is very funny. Peniston Police is very amusing, and I'm sure they constantly have people taking pictures because you can't not. Yeah. Sorry. Right. Next. What happens if I click next? Oh, it's just putting me in the... Oh, sorry. So we have a 5th one. We're not done with the UK yet. Oh, sorry. What was that sign? It's by the sea. It says Ardvasser Boatyard. Okay, that's not helpful to me, but it's by the water. It is by the sea. It's coastal in some ways. Oh, hang on. This is a community hall. Yeah. So you often have these things in the UK. We have community halls, which are just like random community halls. You can rent them basically for a really cheap rate. Like the Scouts, Boy Scouts type of thing. Girl Scouts would often rent them. Sometimes churches will, that sort of thing. Sometimes, kids' parties, whatever. But that still doesn't give me much to go on. Ardvasser. I'm sure I could Google it, but that defeats the object of the game. The inn at Ard. Okay. Well, that looks Celtic to me. So, if it's Celtic, it's going to be somewhere along here. So Cornwall area all the way. It could be anywhere in Wales. It could also be Northern Ireland as well. It can also be skip this area in northwest England, and it could also be anywhere here in Scotland. I'll just keep going. I appear to be unable to move. Oh, what's that say? Above refuse. I couldn't make it out. Okie doke. Let's keep going. These roofs should have solar on them. I don't know. Okay, what's going on? Right. We have no signage. We have a red post box, but no signage. Oh, look. Wow. I didn't think these existed anymore. These are British Telecom phone boxes. They often smell of wee. The actual branding has disappeared from it, but you put coins in, you can use a public phone box. Those have disappeared. I haven't seen one in such a long time. Yeah, it's a BT telephone box. I have not seen one in a while. Again, the Celtic name up here. Oh, bugger. I'm going to have to pick somewhere. I'm just going to go over here like that. Don't know. There we go. Great. So it was just like, okay, it's coastal. It's Celtic. Yeah, help me out. And I don't know. I don't know where that is. But yeah, that's where I went. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go. Done. 53 miles. View results. Pitiful. We have to use those in America too, using the payphone a couple of times. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get why the phone box disappeared. They were very unsanitary. For some reason, I think people urinated in them. I can't for the life of me imagine why, but okay. And they'd often have like rude graffiti or cards or whatever left in there too. So I kind of see why they're a bit almost more of a public nuisance than a public amenity, especially as mobile phones took off. My mum's village does a red phone box outside their spa. That's amazing. Are you able to turn the timer on longer? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. Shall we do a worldwide one? Or should we try and get a better score? I want to get a better score of the UK one. I kind of want to... County Antrim. This is Ireland. Whereabouts in County Antrim? There you go. Church of Ireland, Parish Centre. Sometimes, like, companies will have, like, the name of the town. O'Connell's Bar, wines and spirits. As opposed to just Guinness. Okay. There we are. Portskean Church. Pass. County Antrim. I don't know. It's one of these little things. It's going to be up here though. See somewhere beginning with P. Where's County Antrim? It's up here. I'm going to just put a pin right in the middle. There you go. Just put a pin right in the middle. Okay, right, that's 4,000 points. Okay. This looks pretty, and it looks like it's by the sea somewhere. Somewhere by the sea. Okay, so we're another Celtic place. Something Celtic by the sea. How do I get out of this housing estate? Up here. Okay, it's British, it's Celtic, it's by the sea. And it's... Sometimes construction companies have got like the council or whatever that they're from. Maybe? I mean, it's construction workers working, so it's definitely not the Isle of Man, that's for sure. Let's have a quick look over here. G&K Civil Engineering. 0161. Is that Manchester? It can't be. It's the water. Oh, signs. Go back. Inverness, Perth. So we up here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know Scotland that well. But I think it's up here somewhere. Inverness is higher up. It is pretty high. There it is. It says A9, so damn it, I'm going there. Yay! Hey, thanks for the prompt. Okay, 4.4K. Right, it's full solar panels and more solar panels. Okay, it has put us somewhere in another UK. I hope for those who aren't from the UK are enjoying seeing how Brits live. This is how we live. Okay, right. So going out of this estate, if we go this way, which should take us to exactly right. That's a corner shop, 24-hour corner shop. Not helpful. Oh, due carriageway that way, and that looks like Gaelic. Does it not? I can't even say it. If you can't pronounce it, it's going to be in Wales. It is showing you realistic stuff for sure. Right. Shop. Grand Kitchen Chinese Takeaway. Okay. Did you know, little tip for Chinese restaurants, if you don't have a Chinese restaurant menu, you can use any menu to order any Chinese takeaway. Pretty much. Greg's, this is a national Cornetto. Yeah. The Cornetto trilogy. Greg's is a national treasure. It's an institution. Okay. Sometimes shops have got like the town name in them. William Hill, that's a betting shop. This one is sandwich shop, and it's right next to catering company. Got a vegan sausage roll from Grace. I love the vegan sausage roll in Greg's. £1.70. I think that's like $10 or something. It's delicious. It's worth it. I'm following the signs for the dual carriageway. That's why this aimless clicking is Mike driving us to the dual carriageway. I don't know why it's 20 zone. Oh, because Wales is 20 zones. I'm going to say it's South Wales then. Didn't South Wales go 20 everywhere? That's my only clue so far. Oh. What we got? Can't read it. What we got? I don't know any of those places. I'm going here. Okay. It's the other side of South Wales. Okay. Just saw a truck with Cardiff on the back. Ah! I saw that too late. Okay. All right, well. Okay, here we go. Right, this is round 4. This will be easy. This is M1. Portadown Amar? What? Is there an M1 in Ireland? There is. So the M1 is the big motorway that connects the south of England to the north of England on the east side. So this is Northern Ireland again. So I have no idea Northern Ireland, but I do know Portadown Amar. That's Portadown here. And the M1 is signposted to the right, sort of. So this way. Portadown Amar. M1 signposted that way. So it's going to be like there or something. Yay. Okay. Everyone was shouting Cardiff. Right. Okay. What does your van say? Your van says nothing. Wow, that is the greenest, greeny browniest white van I've ever seen. Come on, get me a van that says Cardiff or something. Let's go. Expert Fire Solutions, right. Okay. Anyone else got any sign-written vehicles? No. CQC rating, good. Very good. St. Martin's Care Home. Okay. Right. I think... follow that bus. There we go. There you go. Newcastle, Sunderland. Sunderland is here. Newcastle is here. How do you do a Newcastle accent? Pet. They say pet. They say pet a lot up there. They say pet. They say... they call you pet. Okay, so it's Newcastle, Sunderland, but can we get any closer? Or is there anything obvious, like... Right, it's Newcastle, Sunderland kind of area. It's this area here. It's somewhere in here. Durham, you reckon? You want to take a punt on Durham, Scott? Could be. Oh, that's actually not bad. It's not quite right, but it's 4.3k out of 5,000. That's pretty good. There we are. Nice. This area of the world, northeast England. What's there to say specifically? They're pet and plant supplies. I saw that. Yeah. I was thinking catnip. View results. And yay! It said Concord House. There we go. Right. I'll do exit there and do another 2-minute break and refresh my tea. Ads might play. They might not, of course, but that's just the way it goes. I'll see you in 2 minutes.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves.
I'm really sorry. I pressed the wrong button. So that was the wrong screen. That was the after party screen as opposed to the thingy screen. I just want to say, by the way, as I walked off to just top up my tea, I noticed there were a couple of super chats. So I wanted to say thank you. First of all, to Nice from Freehandly Made. Does some amazing crochet and crafting content. Just saying a little towards kiddie treats. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Also, Shape of Soup saying buy it, but I can't remember what that was in reference to. Saying thank you so much. We'll do a Catmageddon to say thanks for both of those in just a moment. We should probably just let people come back after like a minute, right? Because people think that there's an ad break on, which there is. I just put the wrong screen on. I'm sorry. I'm terrible like that. Let me get the kiddie snacks. Maybe a Mini-Mageddon. Oh, you said we should plug up in for a house. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Golden things.
Okay, there we go. Let me do that and that. Right. Hey, Polly. So Polly can't see. Now she's aware. He looks like Stefan Yuan. Who's Stefan Yuan? Can I Google Stefan Yuan? Me? Oh, the guy from he was in. Was he the guy who was in The Walking Dead? Sorry. Okay. Wow. Okay, so these are Lily's Kitchen, not sponsored. Proper coat for food for cats, apparently. Come here, kitty. Treats with salmon. I'm just gonna move some things around so you can see the kitty cats. I need to move my keyboard so it's safe, so cats aren't gonna accidentally time people out. Ferret. Bruce is outside and he can't come in. I should get Bruce in. Okay, ready? Okay, let me Mini-Mageddon. Hang on. Okay, ready for the Mini-Mageddon? Right, We've gone from Swiftageddon. You can't see my head; it's been cut off. We've gone from Swiftageddon to Catmageddon. Bruce. Bruce. Mike throws in some cats. Yes. Make it rain. Sprinkles. Yeah, these are very, very spoiled cats. This is Princess Polly. This is Sabes. This is Bruce. This is Bruce Almighty. This is Pippa. This is baby cat. Look. This is Pippa. Pippa the baby cat. This is a baby cat bottom. This is a baby cat face. Enjoy. I have summoned all the cats. I need to share some of these. Hang on. You can't eat them all, Polly. It's just no way. It's just no way. Right. Ugh. Okay, now Saber. There's just no way. Saber in a big pile of treats. Right, where were we? Does she actually have a Fluffy Butt Castle? This is Fluffy Butt Castle. It has to be Fluffy Butt Castle. Okay, I'll just do that. Right, cats, can you please try to eat all of these over there now? Because, hang on. Okay. That's the sound of a billion cat treats. They're like posh dreamies, for those that don't know that brand. I think they prefer dreamies. But these are apparently better. I don't know why. I think Saber says get the dreamies back in. You can't even find it. Polly tried to eat them all, but finally had to give up. Yeah, she's there eating them now. She's just going to continue to eat them. This is what she must do. I'm craving Chinese food. Yeah. Who's going to get the order in? Right. That was round 5 of 5. That wasn't too bad, right? Should we do a global one again? Or maybe another famous places? Let me turn the light down. Hang on. Right, that's better. A bit less bright. Oh, so we have Europe. United States? Should we do United States? Let's do United States. I need every American in the chat to contribute here because I've got no chance. Okay. Wow, it's very bright. That's all I can tell you. Okay, license plates. What can you guys pick up from this? It looks familiar, but so different. Oh yeah, you guys only have license plates on the back, don't you? Right, where are these cars? Let's have a little look. Oh, and you can't see the plates. Of course not. Right, not helpful. Oh, you can't see! Because I forgot to press the transition button. Right. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is where we are. I'm so sorry. You can see now. I've been to the United States. Okay, cool. This is difficult. So you can't see anything on anything here. We're just in a suburb. No signs. Nothing. Southeast. Oh, wow, that's a big blur. Oh, right. Oh, that's somebody who doesn't want the house on Google. But they're right next to a sign. Okay. All right, that doesn't help. Does that tell you anything? Nope. Southern, can you see the color of the plates? Actually, no. Maybe on the freeway, actually. It's not freeway, but... Okay, here. Does this give you anything? 214? 812? Does that tell you anything? Speed limit 40? It's very flat. It's like properly flat. It's like it's been flattened flat. Like it's been ironed. Watermill Express. Does that give you anything? Thrift store? Mendoza Auto Repair? The color of the plates you can't really see. Maybe white. Maybe. Go to a street sign. Missouri. I'm trying. Okay, we've only got a few seconds to make a guess. 10 seconds. Got to make a guess. Where are we going? Missouri? Dallas, Texas? Dallas, Texas would have been 100% accurate, and I was just about to click it. But we timed out. I'm so sorry. Literally, I was just on my way to click that. It is exactly Dallas, Texas. Okay. Right, new match. Lock in, everyone. Lock in. What the hell is this? Fire line, no parking. Okay, onto the road. Same deal as before. Try and find some clues. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Okay, so this tells you nothing. License plate color. I mean, that looks like a bit orangey, but should we keep going for a sign? Concrete Partners. Heritage Drive. Heritage Drive is not going to be helpful. Okay. Crushing the car. I know. We just try to... No one gets in our way. We have to lock in. Everything is so spread out. That's what I'm getting from this. Oh, we can change lanes. Look at that. Okay. Let's keep going. Does the church give us anything? No. Nothing at all. How rude of them. They should have... Hang on. They should have said where they're from. Right, this says... Taylor Stratton Elementary. Success is our only option, it says on the bottom. Admittedly, failure is an option as well. Here we go. Madison Middle School. It tells us Jesus is our friend. Midwest looks Southern Baptist. Weirdly, I'm reasonably familiar with the Southern Baptist. It's a story for another day. Beauty supplies. No. And it does look a bit Southern Baptist easy, doesn't it? Here we go. Walmart. Old time pottery. Shell. Well, that's familiar. We have Shell. Valvoline instant oil change. We'll have to stop at like 15 seconds or so, just so we've got enough time to stick a pin in the Did I tell you anything? Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Kansas. Denver. Fuck it. No, down. God. I just clicked because we had like no seconds left. The answer was Nashville, Tennessee. Do you know, like, I would expect to see a little bit more music stuff. Like, I would be expecting to see a lot more kind of like country music shit. Like, okay. Green street signs. I think America's quite a hard one to do as well because it is so big. This says Villanova Plaza. One-way signs. I'm trying to find... Oh, here we go. We can get out here. This looks very much like nearly a roundabout. Okay, what have we got? State Farm. And... sod the traffic laws. We're just going. Deerbergs? Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is. That must mean something to someone. Hallmark, yeah, obviously. Anything here that might have a sign, like saying where it is? Midwest Dental. We're in the Midwest. It's Missouri. Deerbergs, Missouri. All right, here we go. Right, let's make sure I'm clicking in the right place. Where the fuck is Missouri? Oh my God. Okay, right. Let's use the time to get Missouri. Where's Missouri? Okay, let me zoom out and then we'll get Missouri that way. Okay, so it's here. Here's Missouri. Okay. Whereabouts in Missouri? The capital letters, I can feel you shouting at me. Look, St. Louis. Okay, St. Louis. Whereabouts near St. Louis? Where do we go from St. Louis? St. Louis is on the screen. St. Louis is on screen right now. Where do we go from St. Louis? St. Charles. What's that? Oh, I see it. St. Charles. Yeah. Whereabouts are we going from St. Charles? Just St. Charles. Just bang on St. Charles. Where are we going? Missing sock. Where are we going? You've got 20 seconds. Just there. Punch it in. Is this right? Boom! Yes! Amazing work. The missing sock. Well done. Punch it. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Let's go. That's a good result. That's a good result. 16 miles. 4,843. Missing sock. That's well done. Right. Where are we? Considering that you're typing and I'm doing a screen share, that is actually quite remarkable work. Okay, what do these signs say? Anything? They've been blurred out. Oh my god. That one hasn't. Ennings Chapel. That's not helpful. Okay, let's keep going. I think the problem is if we're in Flatwoods Baptist Church. And a fire hydrant with an orange bit on the top. I feel like if we are like really rural, we could be driving for hours. You know, like you could just drive for hours and hours and hours. Not helpful, is it? Let's go. I think one could develop a real special interest. I know that there are clues in the color cast of the cameras and in the types of clouds and in the types of bumpers. If anyone's seen Rainbolt, the guy has claimed not to be autistic, or at least not diagnosed. But he's super into this. It's a great content creator. Making content, finding things from images, finding places from images. This one's a difficult one. I'll be honest. We only have a minute and a half to go. Okay, right, bigger road. Bigger road is better. I'm not even waiting for it to load properly. I'm just going, try and find us a sign. Okay? Now's a good time to pray. Americans, where are your signs? Right. Doesn't tell us anything. Let's go. Back of a car. No. It's hardly any cars as well. Right. 25 seconds. We've got nothing. Does that tell you anything? Right, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Where are we going? Where are we going? I had to punch it in. I'm so sorry. We need 3 people to help. I know, 100% we do. It was Alabama. Alabama. Sweet home Alabama. 877 miles away. That's tough. Right, where are we? Palm trees. Palm trees, quite sort of intensive housing for the US. Illinois? You reckon this is Illinois? Look at this pole with the green things on. We're going against the one-way system. That's fine. Let's go over here. Green drop. Wendy's. Oh, there's Wendy's is everywhere. Right. What we got? Is that a fire station? Is it going to tell us where it is? East Capoli Fire Station. Sock says Florida. I trust them. Yeah. I mean, maybe. Whereabouts in Florida? You want to guide me in? Looks like Hawaii, maybe. Ooh, yeah. Interesting. It could be, hey? California. I don't think it's California, but I don't trust myself. Hawaii. Right. Want to pick an island? Want to pick an island? I'm not seeing a big mountain. I'm seeing like a little bit of that going on. So the little one, Honolulu, over here, Honolulu. What are we thinking? Because Big Volcano Island, I don't think this is the one. But I don't know. Big Island? Come on, you guys have got 30 seconds. Let me know. It could be the other ones as well, to be fair. It could be any of the other ones. I don't know. Let's go. Which ones? Which ones? Which ones? Which one is it? There's only one correct answer. I'm just gonna punch it in. Yeah. We're going final answer. Boom. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Within 9 miles. Love it. Well done. I probably would have gone Florida, if I'm honest with you. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd have gone Florida. The trees, those big wide roads like that. You know, the kind of desertification. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good going. Hey, look, considering how we played this, that's quite good, I think. Mountain changed the whole game. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, it's not the big volcano, boomy volcano. That's it. Wow. That was fun. We should do this again sometime. It's also possible to play it co-op as well. And there's other ways to play it. There's multiplayer versions too, I believe. That's my very first time playing GeoGuessr. I kind of want to end on maybe an Isle of Man one or something. Just because I want to win one. Oh, that was fun. My head is like, ooh, right now, but that's like in a good way, not in a bad way. It's fine. It's all good. Happy Max are playing last weekend. Nice. How did he do? Goose Game. I want to know if Goose Game is added any extra levels. As I've finished Goose Game, I'm happy to play it again though. But I know all the puzzles. We should do this again sometime. That's NT speak for yeah. Let's not do this again, right? No, it isn't. It's I've paid for a month, so I've got like 30 days of GeoGuessr. So we should do this again sometime. Means we should do this again sometime, but within the next 30 days. That's what this means. It means we should do this again sometime within the next 30 days. I paid for it, so have your people call my people. Yeah, I like that one. That's a fun one. But I never say let's do something again sometime and not mean it, because I do genuinely mean it. The only thing is, in my little world, I've been so... Sorry for saying a lot, by the way. I apologise for that. Filler words. But I have been, like, really busy. I no reason. Just not doing the things I want to do. But life is returning to a sense of new normal, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world. I love Map Men. Yes, I have. I've seen Jay and Mark, is it? Play... the Map Men play GeoGuessr once. I have seen them play it once. But that was really good fun. I properly enjoyed that. Or the Pokemon variant. The name of the fire station was obviously Hawaiian. Ah, okay. Hey, Jibbers. How's it going? Yeah, like, so that's kind of one of the clues to the UK, really. Like, the kind of like Celtic sounding... think of like old Elvish from Lord of the Rings. That kind of gives you an idea as to like, okay, cool. So that will be then Irish, or like the traditionally Celtic nations. You've got Wales and Ireland and Scotland, Isle of Man, obviously. It kind of gives you a clue because it's probably going to be kind of coastal around the Irish Sea. Map, men. I taught my son to say, let your people call my people when he wants to play it at school. Amazing. Because that's actually true, isn't it? You being the agent. How's your site, Autistic? It's not back to normal. It's functional though. In fact, regarding site, I don't want to bore everyone, but I might give you a little video update in the future. In the not too distant future, I'll just chuck a video out. Just explaining. It's hard to explain. Weird. It's different. Not quite right. I've got a few visual disturbances that are a bit bothersome. But generally speaking, like functionally, it's okay. I haven't been in the sea yet. That should be in the next week or so, I hope. But yeah, it should be good. You don't have any lakes around in Britain? Well, indeed. And in fact, if we find lakes on GeoGuessr in Britain, the main island, Great Britain, then it's almost certain you know what they're going to be, right? It's going to be in the Lake District, so named, or it's going to be one of the tiny little lakes, like Rutland or whatever. It's going to be like a tiny little, you know. So there are specific lakes that can kind of give it away because there aren't that many. But if it's Scotland, on the other hand, which actually is part of the island of Great Britain. Diving anytime soon? Well, first of all, I need to get in the sea and make sure I don't, I'm okay, and then start working my way up. Strangely, with respect to diving, as it's almost like starting way back again. I'll have to start doing things very, very slowly and very easily and kind of building myself back up to it. So yeah, I hope so. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but probably towards late summer. I hope to get back in the sea diving again. I hope so. It really is my happy place. It's the only time that I ever feel in any way meditative. Pool first, yeah. It won't be in the pool. It'll be in open water, but it'll just be somewhere kind of quiet and peaceful. Port Erin is a good place. Sometimes in Ramsey, one of the quiet areas of the island where it's, you know, sheltered water. Imagine your site being normal now. Yeah, I hope so. I definitely need to go back for more procedures. It's just a case of what and when and planning for it. I've had a few complications, and how they are managed just depends on, like, it's fine. Like it's just making choices, isn't it? Is Rough Pond a lock? No, lock's massive. Locks are like inland lakes, basically. They're huge. Do you understand me? It's a hypermobile. They only documented that can cause local anesthetics to be ineffective and partially effective. Yeah, I do have issues with local anesthetics sometimes not being like properly effective and having to use lots more. It happens all the time, like with dentists and stuff. I just know I'll be like, hey, like use the amount of local anesthetic you think, plus like 50%. I did have an eye ouchie on the second time for surgery, where the anaesthetic wasn't obviously fully effective. So yeah, it's definitely worth thinking about. There's strange sort of medication things that relate to various flavors of neurodivergence. I think of the caffeine one as a great, really prescient example about that. The whole caffeine doesn't, you know, as a stimulant obviously, but can make you sleepy. Some people. That's not me, but it's quite well documented, and it's interesting. It's called a man, I want to get the term right. This isn't the technical term, but you can use it. It is the technical term. My brain has now given it to me. Thank you very much, brain. Thank you for that. Exactly when I need it. This is why I prefer to edit videos rather than live them. My brain has now told me that the phrase is called paradoxical reaction. Paradoxical reaction. Fran is straight in on it. Amazing. Yes, exactly. You and me both. Yes. Thank you, brain. I knew it began with P. I was going to say perverse reaction, which might start your Google rabbit hole off. But paradoxical reactions, yeah. Interesting. Really fascinating. Like, paradoxical response. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Layla. You're a star. You're amazing. Yes. Look them up. It's just interesting. Like, it's just fascinating. I personally, it makes me wonder, like, oh, do I have any of these such things? Could I? How would I know? Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it's just interesting. It's because we're pushing our limits anyway, so caffeine's just chasing our anxiety. It could be. Yeah. It could be. I have that in morphine sometimes. Oh, wowzers. I can imagine that is not great. I can imagine that is not great. Codeine as well, probably, maybe. Yeah, I don't have a huge number of paradoxical reactions. I don't think I've got any really. I know I metabolize things like anesthetics really quickly. So, like, when I had my eyes dilated and they say, hey, look, you know, your vision's going to be really bad for a few hours, whatever. It usually for me clears up in like, I don't know, like an hour. In fact, you can see one such reaction difference in, if you watch my eye surgery video 1, there's a couple of main ways that eyes can be dilated. Some surgeons use one, some surgeons use the other. This surgeon used both, and neither of them worked on me. So, yeah, I mean, our bodies do respond to things differently sometimes. Some of us are known fast metabolizers for caffeine. Some of us are known slow metabolizers. I'm a pretty fast metabolizer. Like alcohol, for example, I metabolize pretty quickly, so I don't get drunk. It's because I sober pretty fast, and I handle caffeine pretty fast. So some things are kind of like quick, and some things are different. But yeah, it's true. Like sometimes people can behave slightly differently. I think the only takeaway really, if you don't know what you don't know, because you don't know that you don't know it, is if you are aware that you are hypermobile or autistic, say, paradoxical reactions are a thing. Just be aware that it's a thing. I think that's quite useful information. I think this is like really badly presented, very useful information. I'm a dentist, I'm schematic translating. Yeah, same for me as well. And I'm not being a wuss. And I now mentally compartmentalize it into a blah, 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 blah. That kind of physics paradox reactions. Interesting. Caffeine helps me focus. Yeah, me too. Caffeine helps me focus. I am drip fed caffeine at a low to moderate dose because I drink tea. Tea is my main form of hydration. I'm aware I'm unaware. Yeah, true, Sue, but you don't know what you're unaware of, or you know what I mean? Like unknown unknowns are just the weirdest thing. We just don't know what we don't know. And often it's really hard to find that information as well. And some people are kind of like really, really like tight with information and don't share too. I find that really annoying. When people withhold information for whatever reason, it really pisses me off. You know, they might have good reasons. They might have terrible hierarchical social order kind of reasons. But yeah, it's like unknown unknowns are annoying. I like known unknowns. So for example, like astronomy, for example, right? From an amateur astronomer point of view, I know a reasonable amount. I've seen most of Messier's catalogue objects with my eyes. I have photographed a number of them. I know a lot about amateur astronomy. And so it's really fun to learn about something new to me. It's not new to science or new to other people, but it might be new to me. And I find that really fun and interesting. It gives me a dopamine rush to learn about something new. But it's like I have like known unknowns. I have a spreadsheet of like Messier objects that I've seen, because you can do this thing called the Messier Marathon and basically see like pretty much all of them in one night if you want to. It is possible. And like, so I know which ones I've seen, which ones I haven't seen. So I know which ones I haven't seen, but I know they exist. And I know that they are unknown unknowns, right? And that is, to me, is fascinating and thrilling and interesting. The flip side to that is the unknown unknowns, which I don't know what I don't know. Yeah. Which unfortunately also makes YouTube a bit challenging, especially with a so-called educational YouTube channel. Welcome to the channel, everyone. This, believe it or not, is an educational channel, apparently. That was not a drop-down box I selected at any point. Yeah, so it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, you know, I can only really talk about what I know about as opposed to what I don't know about. So this is why I tend to make videos either about something that I have researched and learnt about. That takes me like, usually if it's like one tiny little slither topic, a week. Or it's like an interesting one, like the nightclub video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you missed it, by the way, it's the last video on the channel. YouTube's not sending the videos out to everyone who's subscribed or click notifications or anything like that. So I did a video visiting a nightclub for the first time in my adult life. Please enjoy. I think you'll find it fun. And there will be more and more and more videos. I look a bit low energy on that video because of the way I was filming outside for the first time, doing some things slightly differently. So, but that's okay, because this is my practice time. And then the flip side is like Mike's hot takes, where I have a lot of bullshit hot takes. I've got a lot of hot takes, and I've got a lot of opinions on things. But then I'm just a dude. Unless we want to talk about software engineering. In fact, that whole industry is changing thanks to AI. But yeah, I mean, hell, I can talk about that too. You miss clubbing, Fran? I guess like, oh yeah, enjoy the video. Like, yeah, I don't want to spoil it for you. I think it's an interesting video. It's a short one. Never been clubbing, but I've been to a few gigs. Yeah, I've been to a few gigs too. I've never been clubbing. That environment, that sort of closed room environment with lots of strangers and alcohol and noise. No, that's not familiar to me at all. But yeah, like I say, there's a few angles to it that I think you might enjoy. If you watch it, so definitely watch it. Memory Rock, thank you very much for being here. Don't do clubs, but I used to do bars. Nice. Have a watch anyway, irrespective of whether or not it's like bar, club, whatever. In fact, it doesn't even matter. It could be a roller coaster. The videos. It's about like, you know, the stories we tell ourselves about how life is and why it is the way it is, or I don't want to say labels. But it's like about challenging those. It's about kind of like reassessing a story that you might have told yourself about yourself when you were younger. It was nice to see you trying something new with the cover mic. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate that. I like having joined the early house scene, late 80s, 90s. I understand. The first guy I went to was a Millionaires Club, like it was loud and sweaty. We didn't go again. Wow. No one to the club in but work behind the bar and one instead. That was fun. Nice. Lisa made me think about ways I might be limiting myself. That's kind of where I was going with it, to be honest. I think the reason why my video is a bit sort of introspective was because of that. I want to go to a golf club, but I'm in a small town. Yeah, you might have to travel. There's nothing like that here. So yeah, you have to travel a bit. Late 80s, early 90s, my era too. Nice. I mean, like, so, like Kings of Leon is and the Foo Fighters, two of my favorite bands. I would go and watch them. I would go to one of their concerts, and I've never been, but I wouldn't think anything of it. I think because it's similar to what, going to a musical event of some sort. It's similar. It's within my realm of experience. As for clubbing, that's very much outside of my area of experience. The time, the crowd, the door security kind of thing. It was a good make you think approach without being too pushy, without being pushy or preachy. Hey, thank you. I never want to be preachy, unless it's like about Autism Speaks or about fake disorder cringe stuff or whatever. In which case I am a bit pushy on those things. Outside of that, I try not to be. I'm sure Mike has Edward Scissorhands. I hate the drinking culture kind of clubs, not my thing at all. Understood. Dave Grohl's amazing. As a phenomenal musician. I think I can only handle going out to concerts for a little while. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the acoustics. For sure. I understand. There were a few moments where it was a bit bassy, as in like a bit bassy, as in like, this is not pleasant. And then you just sort of wait for it to end and then back to it again. It's okay. Bristol, incidentally, is very... I wanted to say EDM, but it's not EDM, is it? It's like drum and bass. Like as an internationally famous drum and bass scene place. I wanted to go to a concert last year, but it was a work night in Montreal. Would love to be by myself. I understand. Hey, actually, it's fine. If it's a consolation, I've done that my whole life. Like Ashley, please don't feel bad or anything. Like as in I've done that like my whole life, like not gone because I'd be like, oh shit, it's just me and I have a hard time with just try advice, but if you do it nerve, just try advice doesn't really work. I think I talked about it in the video. Yeah, there's whole reasons why I think just push through, just try whatever. It doesn't really expand people's. I don't think it works for humans. I don't think it works for people. I think it's true necessarily that a lot of us have a slightly smaller kind of I don't want to say life experience, but when I say experience, I mean it in terms of like experiences, right? Often it's just like, no, fuck off. And it's not like it's not even like exposure therapy. That's a whole other thing as well. Like in some respects, exposure therapy, it does teach you, hey, I'm stronger than I think kind of thing, but also it can really traumatize you. I was enrolled in the Scouts against my will, and I fucking hated it. And I could probably make an entire video on an hour as to all of my trauma from the fucking Boy Scouts, okay? I hated every second of it. The leader was the son of my mother's boss. My mum was a nurse. The sister, who was my mum's boss, her son was a scout leader and lived next door to us. So this was in high school back in England. So I just moved back to England and immediately was enrolled in the Boy Scouts and hated every single fucking second of it. I've got a whole load of stories about that and about autistic experiences and things. Really, I do. But like, I think a lot of that is kind of just the idea of like exposure therapy for Mike really was more like traumatizing Mike and making him not want to do stuff and try new things. I never my younger life was 100% S tier fawning, so I just did whatever I was told to do. I just shut up and did it, and it's not to say that I sort of did it, but I didn't realize that I could abscond. I think it wasn't until my GCSEs that I realized that kids would like skip school. They'd bunk off, they'd go into town and play in the arcades or whatever. They'd just do their own thing. I didn't even realize that was a thing. So yeah, I just used to hide in the toilets. So that's the flip side to me there. It's, my schooling experience was mostly just hiding in the toilets. The flip side then, It's like autism conversion therapy. Kind of, yeah, without targeting autistic traits explicitly. But it was just something that wasn't for me. But I know that my parents really wanted me to be sort of normal and S tier fawning. So think about like a tier list where you've got like a tier list where A is like the top tier, B is like the tier under A, C, and so on down to maybe F or whatever. S is like super tier. I think it comes from Japanese culture. It means like God tier. It means like you can't fawn more than me in S tier fawning as a kid, as a young adult. I just fawned my way through existence. That's S tier fawning. Superlative. Oh, very much so. But yeah. So anyway, that's just that. Yeah. So I don't believe in the whole exposure therapy thing. I think it's obviously. Imagine someone who really struggles with loud noises, right? I saw a video on social media. I don't know what short form it was, but it was a short form video, and it was some dude. He was referring to an autistic person being upset by loud noises and said, what we need to do is drag them into the forest and shoot shotguns around them to kind of desensitize them. That was his advice, right? Take into the forest and shoot shotguns to kind of desensitize them. That just isn't going to work. Like Maisie, the border collie, she is terrified of guns and gun noises and bangs and things. There is no amount of desensitization, and she's very desensitized. She is bomb-proof. That dog, Maisie's the most amazing bomb-proof dog. But like bangs, gun noises, that sort of thing, there is no desensitization. It's if you were to try, you just be abusing her, right? It's the same with it's just like, well, that's not going to desensitize that person. It's possible they can learn to get used to it. It's possible that there might be, if they happen to have shotguns going off near them regularly, maybe the solution is, I don't know, fucking live somewhere else, but, hearing protection, ear pro, whatever, blah, 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 get a bit of distance. You don't need to be near a shotgun going off. And that sort of thing. It's like just... when the fireworks go off, Maisie's not too bad. She's a bit scared, tail between the legs type of thing. But like, yeah, obviously we're rural, and occasionally there are guns going off. Occasionally, so yeah, no. Often that kind of advice often comes from trauma. They don't know they're traumatized. Fucking, soup. You've just described literally like. Corporal punishment, for example. Like you just described, like, oh, well, that was done to me at school, therefore it's going to be done to you, sort of thing. Yeah, 100%. That's just like generational trauma. It's just like, yeah, why are you such a dick? Oh, I know, because someone bigger and stronger than you was a dick to you, and therefore you've heard the phrase hurt people, right? Yeah. Hurt people. Whenever I see like really horrible trolls, sometimes in my YouTube comment section. And sometimes I screenshot them. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes I send them to other creators. Sometimes I post them in the Discord for fun. But like at the heart of it, all of those people are hurting. Not that I necessarily give a shit, because you don't just sort of arrive and then act like appallingly and expect grace in return. But they are hurting, because hurt people hurt people. Mr. Quinn, how's it going, dude? A couple nights ago we had thunder here and fireworks, and Kit and Dolly didn't even flinch. Oh, definitely. I can tell you this. Fireworks go off. The cats here are bomb-proof. The dogs, not so much. And I don't know why. I don't know why bangs and things upset dogs. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good sign. Dolly's obviously been well socialized and been used to noises and that sort of stuff. The boys had the first storm of thunder and lightning about a week ago after we got them, and I just sat with them until finished. Yes, perfect. They'll eventually learn that it happens, but it will still surprise them from time to time. You can get thunder shirts, by the way, for pets. If like you've got a pet that's like is really traumatized by sound and stuff, you can sometimes dogs really benefit from it. Sometimes cats do as well. Nico's such an assertive cat. He runs towards you now, does domesticate. Yeah, I mean Polly. You've seen me vacuum Polly, haven't you, on the live stream? I've done it a few times now. I have literally Dysoned Polly. Other brands are available, but it's quite a powerful, noisy vacuum. She loves it. In fact, we had to get rid of our last lawnmower because she tried to get under it. It was a petrol lawnmower, and Polly would try and blend herself under the lawnmower. So, reason for sale. We don't want it to be a cat blender. So, I shit you not. She just charged it. And by the way, this is true for any power tools, chainsaws. She loves chainsaws. She loves it. Polly will just come out of nowhere. She'll just come fly. She will come for it. She'll come for the sound. Literally, that bell summons all of the cats except for Polly. The only thing that summons Polly is the vacuum cleaner, chainsaw, whatever. Mower's electric now. So, yeah. Polly. Yeah. Polly. Polly's definitely a different type of cat. She could. Yeah, it's definitely the vibrations. You need a holding cage for her. Yeah, it's true. We have a gate, so we've got a few ways to manage the cats. One of them is we can put her upstairs and close the gate. She can't fit through because Polly is very fluffy, and so she can't get through the gate. She can't get through the bath. So. Polly is very much a sensory seeker. Yes, that may or may not be in a video soon. Polly could run for president in South America holding a chainsaw. Yeah, she should be riding chainsaws, flying down through the sky. She's just very sensory seeking. I wonder what her experience of the world is. An interesting one regarding Polly is that because she's deaf, she doesn't really hear when other cats hiss at her. So, Puff Duty, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Polly, I forgot what I was saying now. So sorry, I was just thinking of shirts and like, oh yeah. I wish my cats could hoover. Oh yeah, I wish they would. I used to be able to hoover my boxer dog. Oh, she likes the vibration. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Polly, her experience of the world is so different to the other cats because she doesn't hear them hiss. Pardon me. I was just trying to do a hiss noise, but that came out badly. She's sort of like the other cats would be like, and she can't hear them. So, like, she can't register when a cat's kind of like displeased. Like, if she goes and eats, like, steals someone's food and the other cat hisses, she can't hear it. It's really strange. It's a really strange dynamic. Because she doesn't know that they're upset. She's oblivious. First thing Alicia said to me was, love a shirt, Mike. Make sure you tell him. Oh, thank you very much, Alicia. Thank you. Thank you. The shirt is from Vinted. It's secondhand. But it's pretty. And I like it. I like pretty things. Thank you. I thought it was a bit loud. But yeah, secondhand shirt. Vinted. We supposed to Dustbuster or cat. I loved it. Nice. I didn't even know a cat could growl until someone did. Oh yeah, they can be like. They can do. All the noises you can hear from a cat. walking out of this little studio is like walking into a Western saloon a couple hundred years ago. No, it's like, yeah, because like all the animals are just like, you're not from around these parts. They're literally all looking, you're not from around these parts. Like the dogs the heads just turn slowly, like. I have 3 dogs and they growl at each other all the time. Yeah, true. And the growl's fine. So like learning the growls, like the cats can speak dog except for Polly. So they understand each other quite well, like non-verbal language. But if, for example, Maisie's growling, we don't sort of tell her off for growling because she'll be growling because she's not food defensive, thankfully. But if she were, I'd much rather she would growl than to snap at one of the cats, right? So a bit of a growl is good. I like Paisley pattern. It reminds me of a Petri dish. It does a bit. As long as it's colourful, Petri dish. I will accept that. It's more like sort of like a fractal kind of. But yeah, the growl is better than something else. So I'd much rather that she growls than does anything else. But Polly can't understand that. Whereas the other cats and dogs, they all speak perfectly fluently each other, and obviously, you know, Polly is Polly. In fact, Karen and Trudy aren't fans of Polly because Polly will walk over them. And she's got claws, and so you clip the ends of the claws, just not declawing, just clip the ends of the claws, just so that not so sharp, right? And she'll walk across them, and you know, it's a bit uncomfortable. To be fair, it is uncomfortable if she walks across me at night when I'm sleeping. She's a lot of cat. You don't need cat ears for a cowboy hat, saloon. True. I don't have a cat, but the cat distribution system will send me the cats. The cat distribution system will send you the cats. I'll put in a good word for you. You have cats in the way. We've only had fancy rats. Their equivalent is boxing and loud. I want to hear about the fancy rats. Tell me about the fancy rats. What if... boxing and loud squeaking. Rats don't squeak in human hearing range. And Cecilia Smith too excited. Ah, yes, the ultrasonic sounds. The Paisley's Prince bit like a bunch of nudibranchs in a rock pool. It's a bit nudibranky too. It is a bit marine. Paisley's one of my most favourite patterns. So really like your shirt. Hey, thanks, Gloria. I quite like Paisley as well. I have a few Paisley shirts. It's an interesting pattern. It's kind of fractally, and you can spend a long time kind of like following the pattern. I've also noted that colouring books tend to have a lot of Paisley patterns in them too. But it's an interesting kind of, almost mathematical kind of pattern. Interesting. Petri dish is a good cat name. Yeah, I would hate to take samples. And one I haven't seen for 6 months, really worried about his back. Amazing. So cool. Listen to rats with a bat detector. Amazing. I had pet rats for a few years in my 20s. Amazing pets. There you go. Fran, Quinn. Excuse the caps. No. Quinn. Quinn's getting excited about ratties. Jan Shiz. Hello, first time catching a live. Love your content. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's amazing. Welcome. This is a great community. I have to say, incidentally, I like the phrase content. Content is good because it doesn't have any value attached to it, like stomach contents or bowel contents. It could be like that. I'm a content creator in that respect. Paisley makes girls go crazy. James Acaster. Is James Acaster still working? Because I feel like he's given up comedy. Am I wrong? I feel like James Acaster actually has recently stopped comedy. Seriously, I feel like he's recently gone, no. I'm always a bit sad when people kind of give up on something. Oh, I'm saying this as a premonition for the I'm quitting YouTube video in 10 years or whatever. But, you know, it's like when people kind of like quit something that they obviously enjoy or you know, has value, it always makes me feel a tiny bit sad. I always get a little bit sad when somebody, like, for example, quits YouTube if I've been following their channel or whatever. It's hard, in a way that's hard to explain. So I shall stop explaining. Content is a word, not a phrase. Yeah. It's like, I'm okay with content creator. That's okay. Influencer, no. Content creator, yeah. I think that's great. I think it's great because there's no pressure as well. It's like, yeah, it's true. Well, that was content. That came from somewhere. Like artist, no. You know what I mean? Let's see. Acast has gone quiet and come back several times. I've never write him off. Oh, okay. So I just wonder if he's quitting or not. If you ever decide to quit YouTube and everything, please do this because you're still chat there. No, chill. No. I'm not saying I'm leaving. I'm not leaving YouTube. No. Please don't panic. I'm not leaving YouTube. No. I stopped doing the weekly uploads because, well, the video's there. You can watch it. My reasoning, I still stand by. But no. I'm not doom YouTube dooming. I mean, I suppose if I died, the channel would still be there. Because that happens, doesn't it? Yeah. I wouldn't even worry about that, to be honest. Paul, yeah, I reckon he'll be back. I don't have special knowledge about that, but I reckon he'll be back. It's Yoshi's for part of YouTube. It's like I was totally desensitized social media language down. Yeah, no, you're cool. It wasn't. Yeah, I mean no criticism there either. But like, I've still got my old YouTube videos up that I'm embarrassed about, and I feel they're quite cringy. They're not wrong and should be deleted or anything. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, they are wrong. They're just of a time and they feel very cringy to me. And my idea of hell is watching my videos back, particularly the old ones. But more recently, I'm kind of proud. About my stuff. Is the breaks finished for Paul? Yeah, I think Paul will be back too. Yeah, no. He'll be back. I'm not putting pressure on him, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's. I can empathize with his decision. I watched his video. I haven't watched any Autistic Free Inside videos for probably a couple of years now, but I watched that one. I found it very relatable in that respect. I understand where he's coming from, and yeah, good luck to him. I wish him the best. Shows growth. Yeah, I hope so. I think that probably is true. But yeah, I you know, it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that my old videos, which I feel are really cringy, and I don't really want to remake them, but if I did remake them, they would be better and I would feel happier about them. Indie Andy, yeah, I've heard of him. I've watched a couple of his videos, and I was too tearful to continue. What stuff makes us cringe, but we're often the only ones that do. Oh, yeah, well, this is true. I mean, like, I find a lot of my stuff very cringy. I will click it to refer to it. I refer a lot internally. I re-watch tiny bits of my old videos, and I don't like them. Not all of them, but I've got a few ideas about the about cringe, because like it's a bit like the club video, which I really think if you've missed it, you probably should watch the last video I posted on the channel. It's just a fear that people are watching you. I suppose they are on YouTube, but you know, the spotlight effect of feeling like people are observing you and watching you and really focused on you. I appreciate the irony in what I'm saying right now into a very pricey microphone, into a live stream that's going up on YouTube, being watched by people, and then later on people watch it and all this sort of stuff. I get that. I get the irony, but in general, and notwithstanding the live stream, you know, people aren't really watching you. People don't really care. Like, people are worried about their own lives, and you know, I'm kind of angry with myself for all the years I've not done stuff because I thought it was cringy, or not enjoyed stuff because I thought it was cringy, and I still feel that weird kind of embarrassment. And I always process it intellectually and go, right, why am I embarrassed? Why do I feel like this is embarrassing? Why does I've done some travel vlogs actually on the channel. Yeah, there are actually modern. They're not really travel vlogs, but if you watch my eye video, that's very much a travel vlog. There's two videos, there's two films there, and they are very, very travel vloggy. Very travel vloggy. Loved your live recording. Yeah, that was so much fun. I enjoyed that. I learned a lot from your old videos. We should wear dates and not change over time. Thanks, Jibbers. I thought, like, the old stuff that I've done, I don't like not agree with it. I just think the presentation is so embarrassing. Mostly Mike, Meg, I'm autistic now, what? Autistic, Chris and Debbie, Anna, Ryan, Kelly, Owen, Cullen, although I don't always agree with her, like so many other autistic people. I do, oh yeah, there is a driving around the Isle of Man with sheep. Yes, there is. Well, that was a really sad time for me, but yes, there is. Yeah, the Kaylin thing, you all know. I think Kaylin's a nice person, but and I'd like to be well of her and so on and so on and so forth, but obviously the elephant in the room has got ABA written on its side. It has an ABA tattoo, and I have problems with that. Is that fair? So yeah, it's not to say, you know, okay, stuff's fine. I think I'm following her on Instagram. Not that I use Instagram very much. I do have an Instagram. I should use it more. But yeah, I think I'm following Kaylin on Instagram. But yeah, it's just the ABA thing. it's just a big elephant in the room. I'm following quite a few, I think, on Instagram of the cast from Love on the Spectrum, incidentally. And they don't have the same ABA kind of thing going on. So yeah, that's just how I feel about it. The Sheep Driver was awesome to watch, but I forgot how much I was taking time. Taking the main way, yeah. I just lost Toby Toblerone. And it never gets easier, and in a really fast as well. In some respects, it was kind of good that it was so quick for him. He went from being a bit iffy to passing away within like 48 hours ish. Mike's anti-elephant anti-tattoo. No, I have tattoos, and also I like elephants. No, that's not true. No, Kid in the Garden. No. Mike is. Mike is anti-ABA. Mike is very anti-ABA. I like. I think fence sitting is underrated, and I think that we should all come to our own minds about. I'm not getting an ABBA one because if it could look like an ABA one from a certain angle, right? So it's like I like I said, I feel like sitting on the fence is underrated. I think it's a good idea to just sort of understand and try to understand different people's opinions on different topics. The ABA one is kind of fractally shit. There are very few angles that you can look at it where it isn't horrifically abusive. So I don't even, it isn't controversial to point out the problems with ABA and say, hey, this whole industry is fucked up. I think some other, there's, apparently black and white thinking, ha ha ha. I'm trying to bring some nuance to that, but there's very little nuance in the ABA world. There's the argument about, obviously, young black men in the US who, without ABA, this is an argument that's been presented to me many times and not my own, should receive ABA to help them not stim awkwardly in front of police officers who may be armed. Okay. The problem is obviously the trauma, and this is probably not the best time to bring it up. So late in the evening, my time. But yeah, I mean, adding trauma to their problems and adding trauma to their lives is not necessarily going to improve their lot. So, I can't see any winners here other than those making the money. So that's ABA. The other side of it is Autism Speaks, and I think I've said my lot on them with Autism Speaks as well. Autism Speaks has historically been horrific. Right now, they're watching their language, but they're still pretty horrific. Yeah. If you took Autism Speaks and took the very best view of them, not a view they themselves advertise, by the way, you have to really take a rose-colored glasses, I am high as fuck view of Autism Speaks. You can say that they do help autistic families. They do fund them. They have a really shit HTML web form that you can fill in. And on the last year of the last accounts that I checked, it was about 12 families. From a turnover of roughly 40 plus million US. So to say Autism Speaks doesn't help autistic people and their families would be wrong, but it's also correct. If you are one of the lucky dozen or so families, Autism Speaks might have provided you with a pair of headphones or an AAC device. If you are not, well, it's like if I made a rescue shelter for cats, raised $40 million, rehomed a dozen cats, and spent the rest on advertising telling you how cats are shit and you should get a dog instead. That's where Autism Speaks is at. So, legally, yeah, they've helped some autistic people. 12 families. So that could be 12 autistic people. N equals 12 or more. Not massively more. So if you were to take a really golden view of Autism Speaks, that's what it is. That's what they've done. They've had some galas, some celebrity chefs. They've had some parties. They've earned a lot of money. The senior leadership have earned a fuck ton of money. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, that's my black and white thinking anyway. So I think we only ended up on this conversation because somebody mentioned Kaylin. God bless her. But it's the ABA is the elephant in the room there. And I mean, rightly or wrongly, and depending on the nuance, and obviously you guys never need to be told this, but like there are obviously people out there that have sent her hate. There are people out there that have sent me hate. I have received some really nasty correspondence from people, right? Because I made my ABA documentary and people have started to accuse me of being the problem. I shit you not. Many people. I've got copies. It's not going to go into a video. But there are people out there that have sent me really nasty correspondence as nasty as you can possibly imagine, and then make it a little bit nastier, because they thought that I am now an RBT and I am now practicing on autistic kids and abusing them. Right? So on that basis, Kaylin is a practicing RBT, so I can imagine the sort of shit that she gets and why, you know, she might get angry or upset about the sort of stuff that some people might send her. Because there are internet warriors out there that just like to just spread the most intense toxicity, concentrated, that they possibly can. Distilled toxicity. So yeah, so people don't really think, is my point. Where I'm going with this is people don't really think particularly hard before they send their missives and stuff, and they spread just nastiness and toxicity and negativity. And they're obviously hurt people, but you know, we don't need to do that as part of our discourse. So, you know, like, yeah, we don't need that. There is a subculture. There is a subculture within our, not within this community, but within the, you know, more general sort of neurodivergent community that is pretty intense. And yeah, don't send Kaylin horrible stuff. Don't send me horrible stuff. Don't send anyone horrible stuff. Just, you know, try and make the world a better place. But yeah. And what was all this about Hank, by the way? Because Hank is, as far as I know, Hank gives me ADHD vibes, but I'm not, you know, I'm not going to invalidate somebody's identity or diagnosis. Likewise, I'm not going to claim one for someone else. I'm not going to diagnose people online. Morning radio. What is RBT? It's a registered behavior technician. It is the foot soldier of the applied behavior analysis, or ABA, industry, which those are the frontline workers that work with usually autistic children, also children with intellectual disabilities as well, and often work with them for up to 40 hours a week. Perfecting a mask is why most adult women are not believed autistic. True. No, me either, but I just wanted to be one of us. Hank's cool. If Hank's going to be a really cool neurotypical, he could be a cool neurotypical too. It's up to him. Like, if he has support requirements that are unmet, I'm sure he'll meet them. Hank will engineer his environment accordingly to his needs. Right? You mark my words. Controversial opinion. Autistics make great YouTubers. I think ADHD as well. When I say ADHD, I mean like, you know, like whiskey straight, as opposed to whiskey with Coke. I think there's a lot of personality as well as neurotype from autistic and ADHDers and ADHDers that works well with YouTube. There's an awful lot of neurodiversity in YouTube. There's a lot. It's not representative of the real world. So if you subscribe to a dozen neurodivergent content creators, you know, it might be tempting to think, oh, there's neurodivergent people everywhere. I've certainly heard this before, by the way. Oh, why is everyone saying neurodivergent now? And it's like, well, no, actually, still not that much. Really. Anyone with a vibe for the hyperfocus is interesting. I agree with you 100%. Torin Wolf? Yeah. Right. I'm going to take a quick little break and then we'll do a little after party. It's something we do members only. Doggies are barking, so my brain's gone. So we shall do that on the end. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here and waffle like for too long. And then you all get fed up of me and tired of me and you'll unsubscribe. So, on that note, this is what we should do. This is the music. The Pavlov music. It makes you more vulnerable to the brutality. Yeah, I try not to look at it. I used to think I wasn't creative at all. I still feel that way, but Not quite the same. I'm being Pavloved. Like, it's bad. But by the way, YouTube likes it when you watch the end of videos. Can I might have Pavloved you. Okay, I might have Pavloved you. Okay, here we go. I'll see you in the after party on Discord. Access is via a doggy, Maisie. Please stop barking for a few seconds. All of the tiers on Patreon, even the lowest one. You can join. It is the bastard music. I like it. Yeah. Access via all tiers, including the lowest one, like I said. There's kitten tiers, a cat tiers, a tiger tier. I have been a bit quiet on Patreon just for the last couple of months, maybe even 3 months, but that is changing. I have videos by way of sheets, scripts, printed out. Well, not printed out. I've handwritten them. In fact, actually, I'll show you. Right. Hold the music for a second, because hang on. So this one is a YouTube video. Okay. Well, this is my last video. So the last video that I've just posted, the clubbing one, that's this one. Okay. I called it the Swifto vid. Okay. That's this video. Okay. Okay. This one's been done now, but I have this video. I have this video. I have, oof, gosh. Hello, everyone. I have this video. Wait. I have this video. This is a good one. This is a really good one. And I have this video. So, when I say I've been working on a bunch of videos, this is what a bunch of videos looks like. Okay, 1 sheet per video, right? There's videos coming. Okay. So there is videos, is what I'm trying to say. I've been like really getting into it. So I've been working on them all kind of at the same time and thinking about just doing a big dump of video content. Some of this has Patreon exclusive attached to it as well. So a couple of these videos, in fact, actually, if you want, I can post my handwritten notes on Patreon if you want to see them. But like, yeah, or on the Discord, same difference really. Yeah, so there you go. There's stuff coming. So the 4 of clubs. Very good. Okay. I'm definitely doing it for my enjoy. I'm loving it. I'm really looking forward to doing it. I played this on a little kid's instrument. You can too. Bye! See you in the after party. Should we do like, I don't know, 15 minutes or 30 minutes? I'll ask on the Discord. Well, actually, we'll figure it out. See you there!